8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
This video is a proud presentation of MJ Broadcasting. Thank you for your support and enjoy the game. Welcome inside of the Ghana Bay Rickford Recreation Complex for game number 1 of the Novice AA Lakeshore Final between the Clarington Toros and the Peterborough Petes. Peterborough with the first possession up through center. Right now this is the only game that's scheduled, so I don't know if we're going to get any more games out of this series. Late pass for Owen Dobbs up through center. Out of his reach, number 8. We'll try and catch up to that loose puck. I don't know whether there'll be any more games in the series is because Peterborough was ahead in the standings, so they might get the next 2 games. We'll have to figure that out once the schedule comes out. One game at a time. We're right here in game 1. First shot. There's a stop there from Christian Thomas. And the Toros go and he'll cover up his own rebound. You just saw Thomas is in net for the Toros. At the other end it'll be Massey. In goal for Peterborough. Number 12 digging away at the loose puck. Knocked down by McCurdy trying to get it out. And it gets kept in from the line. Nice block out in front of the goal there by number 64 out in front of the net. Now DeBoo. Blake DeBoo with a pass up there for Platt. The pass up there for Austin Baker was out of his reach. Nice play by DeBoo to knock it down the center. Blake DeBoo leads it in. And it's still on top. Blake DeBoo shot. That's going in wide of the net. Kept in there, back to the line again. The shot from McCurdy gets blocked out in front. And now McCurdy's got to go back in his own end to pick it up. Getting it up there for Ben Griffin, who chips it up there through center. DeBoo's trying to get to the loose puck. Blake DeBoo in, scores! And Blake DeBoo opens up the scoring in this series on a breakaway. He makes no mistake, scoring through the 5-hole of Massey to make it 1-0. Perfect setup, and DeBoo did the rest by taking it to the net and then finding the 5-hole through Massey to open up the scoring here in this Lakeshore Final. Leading it in now is number 17. That shot is going to go in wide of the net. That was Envoy with the shot that going in wide of the goal. Logan Risler trying to get it up there. Taken away out of it was Boyd trying to get it out. There's a quick shot. Number 97 couldn't do with it as Hulla took a shot with a stick out in front of the net by number 97, Nobes. Nobes with that loose puck trying to get around the corner. Aiden Hollow's going to fall him there. Back to the line. Opportunity here to set it up for number 55. Going aside. And here comes Boyd on the other side. Getting up there with Holla. Boyd a shot. It's going to go in wide of the net as he got checked. Aiden Hollow pick up the loose puck, but both players slid in to the boards. Risler will pick it up from the Peterborough bench. Logan Risler with a lead pass. Broken up at center there. Nicely. Almost lost his footing there at the blue line. Kicks a shot on net. That hit Risler out in front. Getting it up there. Now for Aiden Holla. Holla with a lead pass as they tried to find Legacy at center. Luke Boyd will scoop it up. Boyd is in the zone. Backhand shot. It hits the side of the net. Opportunity to stuff it in from the side. They're going to try and find Holla out in front. Aiden Holla trying for the rebound out in front, and that got stopped there by Massey out in front of the goal. And to hold him up there at center is Ricardo Alvarez from center ice. So that was Legacy, number 66. O'Rourke with a pass. Looking up there at center by Brady Best with a late pass. Here comes Legacy again. Keaton Legacy trying to get around the checker. Pass! And that's going out of the reach. Legacy actually has a big goal against Peterborough this year. Going all the way back to the Guelph tournament. He scored in overtime to send the Toros to the finals of that tournament. Sterling trying to clear it out of the zone. Getting it up there for Best. That gets knocked down and fired back in. Knocked down again at center by Keaton Legacy, who comes in from the zone. Drops it there for Owen Dobbs. Dobbs goes for the shot. Doesn't make it through. Kept in by Zane Dwyer going for a shot. That got blocked out in front. And back they come the other way. Dobbs with a nice defensive play. but he couldn't flip it past the defender. And here comes O'Rourke. O'Rourke a shot. Nice block in the front. Rebound, poked in wide of the goal. And a rebound will get picked up there by Brady Best trying to get it out. Gets around Jones. And he's got Dobbs on his own. Owen Dobbs catching up to the puck. He's all alone. Stopped there by Massey on a breakaway and keeps this one at 1-0. Big shot coming out to the right now of Massey as it goes in behind the goal. Coming around the other side. Player collides over there in the left corner. Forwards hanging on to a 1-0 lead on the early goal by Blake DeBoo on a breakaway. Up through center. Trying to get around pass with the backhand. There's the right pass stop there from Thomas. Trying to get that loose puck out. They try for a pass with DeBoo at center ice. Nice play to fire it out the back end boards. And now it's Austin Baker with a lead pass. Here comes DeBoo coming up through center ice along with Benjamin Griffin. DeBoo with a nice move. Coming in. Scores! And that's number 2 for DeBoo. And we have a 2-0 lead for the Toads. So Blake DeBoo is showing up so far in this Lakeshore final. He's got 2 goals, not even out of the first period. Alvarez with a lead pass for Boyd. Broken up nicely there. And here they come up through center. O'Rourke was in offside there. He's going to catch up to it. O'Rourke getting pushed wide there by Boyd. Throwing it out of front. That hits the side of the net. Thomas trying to steer it aside and behind the goal. Up there for Eden Halla. Trying to tip it past Jones. That's not going to work. Down low for O'Rourke. Trying to throw it out of front on a quick one-timer. And that goes wide of the net. Boyd will scoop it up again and he'll flip it out. Up through the neutral zone and flip back into the zone. Logan Risler takes it back in the zone and with 4:20 left to go here in the first period, Toros holding on to a 2-0 lead. Both goals by Blake DeBoo. Moore with a shot, got knocked out in front. And the opportunity now for Jones. That'll get picked up at center. Leading it in now is Charlie Boyd in over the line. And that got knocked up a stick in. Boyd will get taken down as well. Tapping it out, capped in by Zane Dwyer from the line. He goes for the shot. That got blocked in front. He gets another opportunity. That doesn't make it through the screen. Ricardo Alvarez from center ice will fire it back into the zone. There's Legacy on it. Can't get it out. O'Rourke with a nice play to get it in. Keep it in. O'Rourke going for the shot. And that's going to go in wide of the net. Just over the blocker hand of Thomas. Another quick shot at the net, knocked down by Sterling. Another opportunity for the backhand. And that was number 955 that put it in wide. Brady Best gets the loose puck, trying to chip it out of the zone. That's not going to work as it's still there in the corner. Sterling trying to win that battle in behind the goal. Ethan Sterling had it. Zane Dwyer will fire it around the other side for Owen Dobbs, trying to get it out. And he paid for it. He got taken down there at his own bench. Makes his way back up to his feet though. Ethan Sterling with a lead pass. That was read well there by number 10, but it comes in offside as Kitchen brought it in over the line. I will get a draw just here in front of us. To be taken by Legacy versus Element. Dobbs getting up to the loose puck. He'll sweep it the length of the ice back in behind the Peterborough goal. Trying to win that battle in behind the net. Was Legacy to the other side. Dobbs along with Legacy trying to chip that puck free. That comes free there for Peterborough. They'll start it up through center, trying to get around Brady Best. That's not going to work. Here they come into the zone. Led in by Dobbs. Owen Dobbs drops it back to the line. Quick shot from Legacy. That gets blocked out in front. But it still sits there for Brady Best, but the shot got blocked out in front as he couldn't get all he wanted to on the shot. Peterborough trying to get it out of the zone, kept in by Sterling from the line. He'll flip it into the corner where Dobbs is trying to pick up the puck in the corner. Peterborough pick it up out of their own end. They'll go for that lead pass up through center, out of the reach of everybody. Ethan Sterling will scoop it up in his own end. Sterling, lead pass, right under the tip of Legacy. Trying to start the 3-on-2. Puck was ahead of him, but now he catches up. Keaton Legacy trying to get around the checker. And now he gets taken down before he could fire it to the net. This could lead to a 3-on-2 back the other way. There's a pass, coming in with a shot. Just goes in wide of the net. Trying to tip it free. He's going to walk out, untouched. Shot, hit the post out of front of the net. That's the first big opportunity there for Peterborough as that shot hit the post. Lead pass up there from Austin Baker, broken up there by Element. Dwyer will skip it up on his own end. He gets taken down there at the bench. Austin Baker trying to catch up to the loose puck. Baker setting it up there down low. DeBoo stepped off his stick. Back to come the other way. Catching up to it is Kinchin. Kinchin's shot was blocked as DeBoo came back defensively and took it off his stick. We're in the last minute of play of the first period. Baker getting it up there for DeBoo in over the line. Blake DeBoo taking it to the net. There's number 97, Austin Baker, putting it back in behind the goal. Tapped in from the line. McCurdy a shot. That's going to go in wide of the net. It'll try and find that loose puck there in the corner. We are going to get a tripping call coming up, so we're going to get our first penalty of the series, and this one will go to DeBoo. 30 seconds left towards that to kill off the rest of this first period. Shot! Short-handed, kicked aside there by Massey in behind the goal. Up through center, trying to get around the checker. He gets around Owen Platt. It's O'Rourke with the loose puck. O'Rourke gets pushed wide, throwing it out of front. Here comes Moore on the loose puck. Moore fires it back to the line. Looking to take the shot through a screen. It gets blocked out of front by Charlie Boyd as he put his body on the line. And the Toes get to take a 2-0 lead to period number 2 as both goals came from Blake DeBoo. We'll get another draw to start off period number 2. There's still 1:30 left to go on the penalty to DeBoo. And the opportunity to try and clear it out now is Nobes with the lead pass. Nicely read there by Dobbs. Back that knocked down is by number 55 as Peterborough come up and over the line looking for the shot. That's going to go in wide of the net. Peterborough gets the opportunity to try and go back to the line. He's trying to get kept in there by Nobes. It gets thrown to the net and blocked out in front of the goal. Kept in from the line. Trying to shoot it now is Nobes again. Peterborough can't put it to the net. They're putting on their first little bit of pressure here though. On their power play, the Toros are trying to block anything that's going to the net. Lead pass. Dobbs trying to catch up to it. He's got in and hauled to the net as well. Dobbs the shot. Going in wide. They're trying to stuff it past Massey out in front. But Massey is able to hold his ground and freeze it in the blue paint. Got another drop coming out to the right now of Massey. Once we get everything figured out here, now we're ready to go. Face-off's ready to be taken. One there by Peterborough. Number 3 trying to catch up to it and get it out. The pass for Envoy got broken up. Envoy knocks it down with a high stick. Toros got it. Fire right back in behind the net. Number 3 gets the opportunity to clear it. Read nicely there by Brady Bester center. Element trying to get around the check there of Keaton Legacy here, right in front of Blake DeBoo at the penalty box area. Legacy trying to get the puck free. It comes free now for Best, who dumps it the length of the ice, and that'll do it for the penalty to DeBoo. The Toros have killed it off and regain their 2-0 lead. Looking for more. Legacy tries for a shot from the side of the net on the wraparound. That doesn't convert. Best tried to find Legacy again. Gets knocked down by number 23 out in front of the net as he tries to fire it around the other side. Legacy will be there to pick it off, but they're from the face-off circle. Feeding Legacy to the net. Benjamin Griffin was waiting for the pass out in front. Griffin is going to pick it up again, and that shot doesn't make its way to the goal. Griffin still trying to catch up to it there. Knocked down by Gillespie at center. Gillespie turns it over to center ice to Freddie Best. Still makes his way around the checker. It's a 3-on-3 rush the other way as they try and get around Griffin. But Ben Griffin held his ground and was able to sweep it aside, but we are going to get a penalty coming up here, and I believe it's going to be another tripping call. So the second penalty of the series and the second tripping call. And this one is going to go to Peterborough. And it will go to number 10. So with a 2-0 lead, Tours get to go to the power play. DeBrew's out there, along with Benjamin Griffin and Austin Baker on the left side. Winning that draw was DeBrew. Getting it up there for Griffin. Getting in the zone, trying to get around the checker. He's got Baker going to the goal as well, but couldn't fire it on the forehand. Austin Baker will pick it up behind the goal now. Baker will turn it over. It's back in behind the net. DeBrew trying to catch up to the loose puck. Still on it. Ethan Sterling will keep it in from the line. Sterling a shot through a screen. Here comes a chance there for Ben Griffin with a shot. It gets tipped out of front. And as DeBrew is looking for the rebound, Massey is able to hold it with a mass scramble out in front of the net. And a face off to the left. DeBrew trying to be the first one in the corner. Like DeBrew trying to win that battle in behind the net. That'll come free here for Zane Dwyer. Zane Dwyer a shot, trying to get it through. It got tipped out in front and wide. Scooped up there again. Trying to go back to the line. They're going to find Dwyer on the other side. But it'll be Ben Griffin that puts it into the corner for DeBrew. DeBrew with some nice moves in behind the goal. Tried to set it up in front. That'll come back to the left for Ethan Sterling. Sterling tries to get it through. Couldn't. As Griffin couldn't find it in skates. Ben Griffin trying to catch up to the forward there from Peterborough. As they go for that late pass, it comes Dwyer. Dwyer on a 3-on-1, along with DeBrew and Baker. Couldn't shoot it. Ben Griffin coming up from trailing, trying to shoot the puck. DeBrew to the net, out of the reach there. Baker is going to pick it up now. Austin Baker takes his man into the corner. Thrown to the net. DeBrew tried for the shot. It got blocked. We are 2-0 here in game number 1 of this Novice AA Lakeshore Final. Both goals coming in the first period by DeBrew. Sterling throwing it in front. Opportunity to step it in from the side. Couple walks away and another quick shot. As a right pass there from Massey. Toes are all over that loose puck, trying to find it. And that'll get cleared. Not out. Shot. Still in there. DeBrew shot. That gets knocked down out in front. Toes are all over them, looking for that third goal and the 3-0 lead. DeBrew trying to win that battle. He's out there looking for the hat trick. DeBrew setting it up in front. That gets taken aside, and here they come up through center for number 10. Number 10's up in the zone. He lost control of the puck as it goes back in behind the net. The opportunity to try and throw it out in front gets taken aside there by the Tours, and they'll start it up with Luke Boys. Boys trying to get around the check there of Gillespie. Coming in the zone with a pass. That gets broken up. Still in there. Luke Boys. Stop there. And I believe that might have hit the post in behind Massey. But the Tours are still in there. Luke Boys goes for another opportunity. Couldn't pull it to the forehand through the screen. Zane Dwyer with a shot. That hits something in the front. Boys will scoop it up in behind the goal. Boys looking around for somebody to give it to. It goes back to the line. A nice play there by Owen Platt to hold it in from the blue line. Stuff there at center. And it'll come free for number 10. Trying to get around Owen Platt, and he lost his footing. Platt will take it back in behind the goal and then get bumped in behind the goal. Here they start it up. Aiden Holla leading it in, along with Charlie Boyd. Nice play there by Holla to get away, but that last defender was able to come back and slip it off his stick. Tapped in there from the line by McCurdy. Nice play there by Aiden Holla. Holla, back to the line for McCurdy. McCurdy is shot, fluttering it to the net. Stop there at the front. McCurdy's going to get another opportunity. That shot gets knocked down by Luke Boyd. Aiden Hollow trying to get to that loose puck along with Boyes. From his knees, Hollow couldn't do anything with the puck. There's that pass through, and Boyes picked up by Element. Element gets taken down there by Boyes, and Luke Boyes will go to the box there for taking down Element inside the Peterborough zone. Get another draw just inside the line as that goes in behind the net. They'll go behind the goal with a centering pass just out of the reach out in front of the goal. Trying to chip it aside up through center. Comes free with a lead pass knocked down by Gillespie at center ice. As they're trying to find that loose puck, it goes down the ice, rolling in on net. And it's an easy stop there for Massey as he freezes it. They get another face off. Up to the right now of Massey as it goes in behind the net. The opportunity to fire it around. That's going to get knocked down by Owen Dobbs. Dobbs trying to win the battle versus Envoy as it goes to the other side. Up through center. Trying to get over the blue line. That'll come back in behind the net. Trying to shoot it through the screen. It gets knocked down at the front. And the Toros will scoop it up through center for a pass to Dobbs. Dobbs trying to get around the check to Gillespie as it rolls in again on net for Massey to make the stop, and Legacy paid the price at the front of the net. He's getting a little bit beating at the front of the goal. Skates away back to the bench. 1:01 left to go here on the penalty to Boyes, and he's still serving the chipping call. DeVere will take that draw just off to the left of the goal. Trying to win that battle. Gets knocked down. Tried to fire it around. DeBoo will knock that one down. It goes over his stick. Here comes Envoy with a lead pass. Scooped up and brought in the zone by number 10. Trying to get around the checker and behind the goal. Setting up in front. Quick shot and they score. Peterborough are on the board on a power play goal on that one-timer right in front of the net. And we've got a game at 2-1. DeBoo will once again take that draw, flip it down the ice. Gotta go back in behind the goal. DeBoo trying to be the first one against Jones. DeBoo comes through with a loose puck, trying to wrap it out of front. And he's going to find Austin Baker on the other side. Baker trying to win that battle with DeBoo in behind the goal. DeBoo having a strong game. Even winning that battle in the corner. Knocked down there by number 88. Coming up in the zone. Trying to get around the checker in over the line. Taking the shot. And he fanned on it. It went wide. Flipped up to center. Tried to get Ben Griffin up at center ice. It finds number 7 for Peterborough, who dumps it in. Trying to collect the loose puck and clear it out. That gets knocked down there. Another opportunity to clear, and DeBoo couldn't get it out of the zone. Now they do. Get it up through center. Trying to get away. It's Benjamin Griffin. Griffin with a shot. That Karen was around the boards there for Austin Baker, trying to catch up to it. Baker tried to go back to the line for Sterling. Sterling was able to hold it in at the line. Ethan Sterling doing everything he can over there at the Peterborough bench, trying to get it free. As Austin Baker's taking away at it as well. Comes back to the line for DeBoo, tried to chip it deeper in behind the goal. Toros hanging on to a 2-1 lead. That goes into the corner for Ben Griffin. Griffin throwing it out of front. There was nobody there to take the pass. He still gets away. Ben Griffin out of front. Big opportunity. It was in the feet there of Massey, but couldn't convert in front of the goal. DeBoo will scoop it up. Put it back in the zone. The Toros are offside, but now they're good to go. Then Dwyer will scoop it up in his own end. Dwyer lost control of the puck as they try and get to that in the Toros end. That'll be number 88 trying to get in there for Peterborough. Puck was over the stick, trying to catch up to it, knocked down at center by number 77. Can't get it out of the zone. Nice play by Griffin to hold it in. And now Kinson comes up through center. Kinson comes in over the line, looking for the shot. There's a right pass able to come right there from Christian Thomas. A huge save as he kicked that right patty with ease. and kicked that loose puck aside. Here comes Baker in over the line, and it's just outside as Ben Griffin was a foot ahead of him. Now it'll be boys that take that draw versus Nobes. Nobes wins it. And both players collided there. Here comes number 10 going in on his net. Easy stop there for Thomas. Steers that one aside. In behind the goal. Taking it up to the other side. Here comes Envoy. Envoy took the pass. He went for it to the other side for number 10. Trying to catch up to it in the corner as he tried to corral on pass. Toes trying to get it out. And that couldn't get chipped out there by Holla as it goes into the corner for number 10. Throwing it out of the reach. Tapped in from the line by number 16 with a shot. That got knocked down out of front of the net. And the Toes come up with it. A nice pass by Boyd. Right onto the tip of Aiden Holla. Trying to get around the check. Holla was in but lost control of the puck. Still picks it up in behind the goal. Holla chips it back to the line for Platts trying to get a shot through. That got knocked down out of front. And now Peterborough gets the opportunity to clear it up through center with a pass. It was out of the reach of number 10 as it's going to go down the ice for icing. 3:33 remains here in period. Number 2 as it goes in beyond the net. Owen Dobbs tried to knock it down along with Logan Risler. Risler threw it to the net. Owen Dobbs is there. Dobbs is in! Stop! And it's in the net! Owen Dobbs scores! He got just enough of it to put it past Massey. And the Toes have their 2-goal lead back at 3-1. I don't know if that goal is going to belong to Dobbs or not because I think Massey made the stop and it laid there. If nobody poked it in it, made its way into the back of the net, that goal will belong to Owen Dobbs. Moving it up to the center, number 12. Just poked off his stick, back up the other way. Dobbs gets it up there for Best. Tried to shoot it to the net as it goes in wide of the goal. Opportunity for Legacy to throw it in front for the quick one-timer. Dobbs couple walks away at it in front as he looked for his second of the game and couldn't bury it out in front of the net. A draw now coming off to the left to the right of Massey, pardon me. To be taken by number 97 from Peterborough. And Legacy will take the draw. Number 97 gets kicked out. So number 10 will take the honors. There's a quick shot that's not going to make its way to the goal. Tapped in by Zane Dwyer from the line. Dwyer takes the shot, bouncing in. Scores! And I don't think that touched anything. So that goal is going to belong to Zane Dwyer to make it 4-1. Those seeing eye bouncing shots will be the most tricky ones for the goaltender, and you can ask Massey on that one. As the shot bounced in from the line by Zane Dwyer, made its way into the net to make it 4-1. Lead pass from Charlie Boyd up through center, trying to catch up to the loose puck. Boyd throwing it to the net, gets knocked down at the front. And there's number 10 to pick up the loose puck. Number 97 will scoop it up now, coming in over the line. Shot area shot, knocked down at the front. And you remember that save earlier on by Tristan Thomas when the game was 2-1. So the Toes took that momentum, and a goal by Dobbs and a goal by Zane Dwyer made this one 4-1, and the Toes get the opportunity with a 3-goal lead now. Aiden Holla picks it up in behind the goal, trying to win the battle in behind the net. Aiden Holla turning it over to number 10. We have 1:46 remaining here in period number 2. Up there for Charlie Boyd at center. Boyd trying to get around the checker, and he will. Finally got it knocked off his stick. Turned aside there by Aiden Holla, throwing it to the net. Luke Boyd gets tripped up, and this one is going to go to Peterborough on the trip. DeBoo will take that draw. Just off to the right, thrown to the net, steered aside. Trying to keep it in now is McCurdy from the line. McCurdy is shot. That's not going to make it through. DeBoo goes for a shot. Left pass save. Rebound out of front is going to go on wide of the net. Winning that battle is DeBoo now. Look, DeBoo throwing it out of front for Ben Griffin with a shot. Big save there by Massey up. Ben Griffin right on post keeps this one at 4-1, but the Toros are still buzzing, looking for more before the end of period number 2. That'll be a draw that's coming off to the left of Massey. He'll be taken by Keaton Legacy. Legacy wins that scramble draw back to the left for McCurdy. McCurdy will chip it down low for Dobbs just out of his reach. And that'll go past McCurdy down the ice. No ice against the Toros on the power play. Back to pick it up there is on Plath in his own end. Plath with the lead pass broken up there by number 7. They started up through center. Lead pass for Owen Dobbs. Trying to get away from the checker, but it's offside. 39 seconds remain here in period number 2. 1:07 left to go on the Peterborough penalty as Dobbs fires that in. Gets steered aside there by Massey. Best goes back to the line. Trying for a shot on the front. That was a whistler in behind the goal. Owen Dobbs picks it up there on the other side. Dobbs right here in front of us. Trying to do something with a pass. Moves it back to the line for Logan Risler. Risler fires it around the left side. Down low for Brady Best, who gets knocked down off his feet. Trying to pick up the loose puck now is Element from his own end. Element might have the last opportunity of the second, but he's going to run into a wall up 2 Toros, so he has to go wide to try for the last opportunity. And it's a buzzer beater by Element, who scores from the bad angle to make it 4-2. And could that bring some confidence shifting towards the Peterborough way as a short end to goal has brought them within 2 right at the buzzer. So we'll get a draw here at center ice. Look, Boys wins that draw. Try to get around the checker. Boys is in alone. Setting it up. The shot is going to get blocked at the front of the goal though. Still in there trying to do some damage with Luke Boys. He lost control of the puck. That's kept in by Aiden Holla. Holla shot. Doesn't make its way to the net. Still trying to battle away at it over there in the corner. And that's going past Sterling down the ice. So that'll do it for the Toros power play. And there's number 11. He's the first one into the corner on the loose puck. Throwing it out of front. There was nobody there to convert it. Kept in from the line by Jones, who flips it into the corner. Out. Kept in by Jones. Opportunity to shoot it. And that got knocked down. Nice play by Boys, I believe, was the one that got a stick on that shot in the lane. Another quick pass out of front. Just out of the reach. Toros trying to get it. It goes back to the line again for Jones. Jones tried to set it up. Thrown out in front of the goal. Nice play by Zane Dwyer up through center. The pass for Holla was out of his reach as that's going to roll down the ice. Toros trying to be the first ones there, but it's going to go down the ice for icing. And Dwyer is down, I believe, at the face-off circle. I believe that's either Dwyer or Aiden Holla out in front of the net, so we're going to take an injury timeout. And the injured player was Holla, who went down, so hopefully he can return here in the game, and that wasn't too serious of an injury. Number 12 trying to get to the loose puck. Knocked down by Owen Plath at center, trying to chip it up for DeBoo. DeBoo gets away 2-on-1 with Baker. Tried for the pass for Austin Baker, but the pass is broken up. They still throw to the goal, and it was out of the reach. Battling with it. Back here from DeBoo, he scores. Throw the hats on the ice for the kid. That'll be a 5-2 lead for the Toros. So Blake DeBoo with a big game. In game number 1 with a hat trick to make it 5-2. They'll come up through center. Try and get around that checker. Goes back in behind the net for McCurdy. McCurdy gets it around there for DeBoo now. Luke DeBoo trying to chip it away at center. Taken down off his feet. Here comes Griffin trying to pick up the loose puck. Ben Griffin in the zone. He's got Austin Baker on his own. Austin Baker is stopped there by Massey. I thought he had Massey at his mercy, but he couldn't slide it in front of the net. Austin Baker made a nice move. Just could not have that finishing touch on that play. Stays at 5-2. Knocked down by O'Rourke. O'Rourke couldn't get the shot through. They got knocked down by Owen Plath. Number 23 from center who tries to put it in. McCurdy is able to sweep it aside. Right onto the tape of Peterborough with a lead pass. Here comes O'Rourke. O'Rourke's in the zone. He's going to get pushed wide by Owen Plath. Thrown in it. And what a right pass save there from Kristen Thomas. And he's come up with some big saves when he's had to keep this one close. It's 5-2 in favor of the Crows. Legacy gets away. Legacy is in outside as Baker brings it in. Keaton Legacy will take the draw here right in front of us. Trying to get to the loose puck is Legacy. Legacy had a stick off his stick. Dobbs trying to catch up to the loose puck over there in the corner. Owen Dobbs tried to throw it in the front there for Griffin or for Legacy at the front of the net. Keaton Legacy trying to dig it free. Cut in from the line by Alvarez with ease. As Ricardo Alvarez chipped it into the corner there for Best trying to throw it at the front. It comes to the other side. They've got a man sitting there. It got broken up there by Peterborough. So pick it up again. Throw it at the front. Turning around shot. There from Brady Best. Gets blocked out in front of the net. Up through center. Trying to get around Alvarez, but Ricardo Alvarez with a nice play to knock off Kinchin. Goes in behind the net. Firing around the boards. That'll get kept in by Jones. Jones' shot got knocked down by Brady Best. And now Keaton Legacy comes away with a loose puck. Tried to chip it up there for Dobbs. Element puts it back in the zone. Element will pick it up again. This one is going to slip one wide, but it was offside to the Peterborough Petes. We're going to draw over on the other side. To be won there by the Toes. Ethan Sterling goes for the pass, and Aiden Hollow is tripped up, so good to see him back there on the ice. O'Rourke. Shot goes wide. Ethan Sterling picking up the loose puck in his own end. Sterling goes for the pass right onto the tip of Aiden Hollow. Trying to chip it out. Couldn't do it. As that goes in wide of the net. And there's Zane Dwyer on it. Dwyer tried to move it around the boards. Right now, the winning goal belongs to Owen Dobbs in the second period. Aiden Hollow tries to chip it out. Coming up through center, number 88. Trying to chip it aside with a lead pass. Knocked down by Ethan Sterling in his own end. Going for that lead pass now was Charlie Boyd, who chips it down the ice. Charlie Boyd and Luke Boyd trying to win that battle in behind the goal. It comes free here for Peterborough as they move it up through center in the neutral zone. Turned down there by Dwyer. Trying to catch up to the loose puck is number 67, O'Rourke, as he spins away from the checker. O'Rourke to the net. Knocked down by Ethan Sterling. It still lays there from the face-off circle. O'Rourke throws it there for Moore, and his shot gets blocked. Nice play by Aiden Hollow. Hollow trying to catch up to the loose puck, but it's going to be too far ahead of him. They'll try and catch up to it again. Luke Boyd picks it up. He's had a couple of opportunities here in the game. Boys will knock that one down. Luke Boyd trying to use the boards over there in the corner. Comes free with a lead pass. Trying to catch up to it is number 10 of in over the line, gets around Plath with a shot. Right pad save as it came out again by Christian Thomas. That's in behind the net. Coming around the other side. Kept in there by Matter with a shot. That gets blocked. Toes trying to get it out. And it did come out over the line. Aiden Holla, he's got the opportunity to win that battle with some nice footwork. Tries to get around the checker. Taking off the feet. It's in behind the goal. Kept in from the line by McCurdy. Fanned on the shot. Peterborough gets the opportunity to scoop it up. That's going to fire down the ice. It's not going to make it through to the goal as it hit Owen Plath in front and rolled in wide. And now Plath with the opportunity to move it up there for Austin Baker. Tips it aside at center ice. McCurdy from his own end, he'll scoop it up. Going for that lead pass, knocked down at center. Was in the feet there, and they get the opportunity to get away. And it's Blake DeBoo with a nice play to get around the check. DeBoo, pass, just out of the reach of Austin Baker, but he'll scoop it up again. Still there, shot, block, DeBoo, rebound, and he gets stopped there by Massey. Then behind the goal, throwing it in front for Austin Baker, out of the reach. DeBoo, or Griffin goes for a shot. Ben Griffin in the rebound, he scores! Ben Griffin out in front of the net, snapped it in, and now the Toes have a 6-2 lead. So 2 more goals here in the third, one by DeBoo, and now another by Ben Griffin has got the Toes off and running with a 6-2 lead here in game number 1 of this Lakeshore Final Series. And once again, this was the only game that was scheduled on the website, so I don't know if there will be any more games I'll be able to do in this series, but if I am able to, I will definitely bring you another game here in the series. Number 16 going for that late pass. Trying to pick it up through center. Knocked down at center ice by Alvarez, who tries to pick it up there for Baker. Austin Baker stays onside. It goes in behind the net. Baker trying to pick it up in behind the goal. Walking it out is Legacy with a shot, and that gets caught. So that was Griffin who got that shot in front of the net, and it got caught there by Massey. Either way, we'll get a face-off in the Peterborough end, and it'll be taken by Legacy, I believe. We are going to get a change in goal. So it is Vickers who is in net now for Peterborough. Legacy will take that draw just off to the right of the net. Trying to win that battle on that screen. It goes in behind the net. The opportunity to try and clear. Gets kept in from the line by Zane Dwyer. Dwyer's shot gets blocked. And they try and get around Ethan Sterling now. The shot is going to skip in and get kicked aside there by Christian Thomas. Sterling trying to get the check against Element as it goes in behind the goal. Coming around the boards there for Brady Best, trying to get it out. That's going to come out. Throwing Dobbs on the other side, trying to chip it aside. He gets taken into the boards at the Toes bench. We have 6:15 remaining here in the third period. Toes up 6-2. Brady Best trying to pick up the loose puck there at center. So it is a 3-goal game by Blake DeBoo. Owen Dobbs has a single goal. Zane Dwyer has a single goal. And now Benjamin Griffin has a single goal as well, which is accounted for all the scoring here for the Toes. As if they wanted to get off to the right start and show Peterborough that they can bring the offense, they definitely send that message loud and clear here in game number 1. Trying to get around the checker. He gets taken off his feet and behind the goal. Ethan Sterling keeps it in from the line. Tries to flutter it to net. Hey, they score! I don't know if that got tipped or not out in front. And if it didn't, that's going to be a goal going to Ethan Sterling, and it'll be the second goal coming from a shot from the blue line. So once again, it'll be a 7-2 lead in favor of the Toes. Luke Boyd will take that draw here at center now. So right now, I am going to give that goal to Sterling because I don't know if it was tipped out in front. So we'll have to see on a later replay as to whether somebody tipped that out in front of the net. Aiden Holla trying to get to the loose puck there is number 88 as it goes in behind the net. Slapped around the other side. Owen Plath is there. Plath trying to win that battle in behind the goal with boys. We have reached the 5-minute mark of the third period. 5 minutes left. Rolls in on net. And that is in the feet of Christian Thomas. He's got it. Peterborough was celebrating maybe a little bit too quickly as Thomas was able to hold on to it in his pads and keep this one at 7-2 with 4:56 remaining. So now he's got to get ready for another draw on his own end, just off to his right. One there by the toes, DeBrew now. DeBrew will dump it down the ice as it goes all the way into the corner. I don't know if that'll have enough for racing. It will have enough to go for racing, so it'll be another draw coming off in the toe zone beside Christian Thomas. And it'll take place off to his right. Element will take the draw here for Peterborough versus Legacy for the toes. Sorry, Griffin. Griffin winning that draw. Trying to win it. It goes back in behind the net. Coming around the other side for Austin Baker. Trying to chip it out. It's there for Nobes. And Nobes' shot got blocked out of front by Ricardo Alvarez out of front. Nice play there by Austin Baker. Baker going up there with Benjamin Griffin and DeBrew. DeBrew's in over the line. Stays onside. DeBrew tried to throw it to the net. Now he tried to find Baker sitting on his own, but the pass was read with ease. And Peterborough gets the opportunity to try and dump it out. It'll go back in behind the net with a pass. DeBrew tries to control it. Logan Rusler there for DeBrew, throwing it to the net. Knocked down there by Peterborough in their own end. There's another opportunity there for DeBrew. DeBrew tried to throw it under front there for Austin Baker. Wrap around DeBrew. Couldn't stuff it in from the side on the right side. Kept in from the line by Alvarez with a shot. Nice block. Trying to catch up to it. And it's going to be 1-on-1 versus Christian Thomas. Scores! Number 97 was able to make his way around the right pad of Thomas to make this one 7-3 with 3:34 left to go. Thomas did everything he could on that. It was a nice play there by number 97 to outweight him and then just put it over his right pad to make this one a 4-goal game. O'Rourke throws it on net. That got steered aside by Christian Thomas. Picked up there by the toes with a late pass. Catching up to it is Keaton Legacy. Getting up there with Pretty Best. Legacy is in. Shot. Stop. And the rebound is out of the reach. They'll come up through center and over the line. Dumping it in. Right here in front of us is Ethan Sterling. Sterling getting up there for Brady Best. Trying to get around the checker. Sterling trying to catch up to it again. But we're going to get a penalty, I believe, coming up here to the toes. Either that or it's just an offside call. It is just going to be offside, so we'll get a face-off just at the penalty box area to be taken by Luke Boyd. Boyce loses that draw. Trying to get knocked down at center by Ethan Sterling now. Sterling with a pass. That was in the feet there of Charlie Boyd as he picks it up. Boyd coming in the zone. He'll fire it in behind the net. Right back in behind the Peterborough goal. They tried to set it up in front. Wood was tried. They couldn't throw it out in front. Boyce tried to get around the checker. Coming up through center now is Aiden Holla. Holla tried to work at that loose puck. Holla still digging away at it here against O'Rourke. That goes down the ice. Ethan Sterling will scoop it up in his own end. Trying to get it out. That hit the defender out in front of the net. Again, knocked down by Boyd. A nice defensive play by him. Ethan Sterling will send it the length of the ice. Aiden Holla trying to catch up to it. Holla's got some speed. Trying to catch up to it. Overspeeded the puck as he got there in time. Knocked down by Boyd at center. And that will be an offside. Face off right here in front of us. Number 55 from his own end. Going for that lead pass up through center. And they'll come in just over the line. Owen Platt tries to get to the loose puck over there on the other side. McCurdy tries to chip it out. That is not going to get past Element on the other side. Pulled in. And a nice right pass out there from Christian Thomas. He had to be aware on that one as it made its way through a screen, but he was able to keep his right pass up against the post and keep that puck out. It went in behind the net for McCurdy. McCurdy trying to clear it out, and it will come out of center. Austin Baker trying to catch up to the loose puck, but it might be a little bit too far ahead of him. Still caught it though. Baker throws it out there for Benjamin Griffin. Griffin tries for the bank pass out in front. Last minute of play of the game. Kinchin with a shot. Blocked it in front by Owen Plath. And cleared aside. Trying to catch up to it now. It's Griffin again. Austin Baker right here in front of us. Late pass from DeBoo. That'll roll in. Gets stopped there by Vickers as he clears it aside. Another late pass. Trying to catch up to it now is number 10. Slapping it in on goal, but it was offside. And didn't matter anyway. Christian Thomas made the save with the left pad. 29.6 seconds is all that stands in the Toads' way from being up 1-0 in this Novice AA Lakeshore final versus the Peterborough Petes. And as mentioned, if they wanted to bring the offense and send a little scare to Peterborough, they got the message. The Bears scored 3 goals. Dobbs had 1. Sterling had 1. Griffin had 1. As that goes in behind the net, trying to pick up the loose puck, and Zane Dwyer had the other single in the game. There goes the buzzer as the Toads are going to take the first game in this series, 7-3 over Peterborough. And once again, I mentioned that the Toads, this is the only game they had scheduled on the schedule, so I don't know what I can fit into my schedule yet, but if I can, I will do another game in this series. Hopefully, I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackson.